Daisy in the Garden of Friendship. Daisy was a small, cheerful girl, with a crown of golden hair and a laugh that could make flowers bloom. She lived at the edge of a quiet village, in a little house with a tiny garden. Her garden was special not because of the flowers, which were lovely enough, but because every plant seemed to have a personality. The sunflowers nodded hello, the roses whispered secrets, and the tiny bluebells giggled when the wind tickled them. Despite her enchanted garden, Daisy often felt lonely. She didn't have any children her age nearby, and her days were filled with tending the flowers and listening to their chatter. "I wish I had friends," she told her garden one sunny morning. The daisies swayed gently as if in agreement, and a soft breeze carried her wish toward the forest beyond the hill. That afternoon, Daisy noticed something unusual. At the far corner of her garden, a small sprout glowed with a faint shimmer. Curious, she knelt and whispered, "Hello there. What are you?" "I'm a friendship seed," said a tiny voice. Daisy blinked in surprise. The seed had sprouted into a miniature plant with delicate silver leaves and a tiny golden blossom. "A friendship seed?" Daisy asked. "Yes," the plant replied. "Plant me in your garden, and I will grow a special garden where anyone who enters becomes your friend." Daisy's eyes sparkled with excitement. She carefully dug a little hole, placed the seed inside, and watered it with sparkling spring water. The seed grew quickly, unfurling into a magnificent tree with branches that shimmered in every color of the rainbow. Flowers of all shapes and sizes bloomed around it, each with a tiny bell that rang when the wind passed through. The next morning, Daisy woke to a rustling at the edge of the garden. Peeking through the rainbow leaves were other children from the village, drawn by the shimmering colors. "Wow," said one boy, pointing to a vine that twisted into the shape of a heart. "I've never seen anything like this." "Welcome," Daisy said, feeling her heart swell. "This is the Garden of Friendship." The children laughed and played among the magical flowers. One girl twirled under a wisteria vine that tickled her with its petals, and a boy balanced on a log covered in moss that giggled when stepped on. Every flower seemed to know exactly what each child needed to feel happy. Even shy children found themselves smiling, drawn into games and stories that seemed to sprout from the garden itself. Days passed, and the Garden of Friendship flourished. The more children played together, the taller the tree grew, its branches stretching toward the sky as if celebrating their new bonds. Daisy discovered that friendship, like plants, needed care, laughter, and patience. She would water the garden, but more importantly, she watered it with kindness, helping her friends share, comfort, and celebrate each other. One evening, as the sun painted the sky in oranges and purples, Daisy sat beneath the tree, surrounded by her new friends. "I never knew I could feel this happy," said one little boy, resting against the shimmering trunk. Daisy smiled. "Friendship is magic, isn't it?" "Yes," all the children cheered. The flowers chimed softly, and the rainbow tree glowed brighter than ever, as if it knew that happiness had been planted in the hearts of everyone there. Seasons changed, but the Garden of Friendship remained. New children arrived, shy or sad, and left smiling and brave. Even the villagers who had been too busy to notice began to visit, drawn by the joy and laughter that spilled beyond the garden's edge. Daisy had learned something wonderful. A single wish, a little care, and a heart full of love could grow a world of friendship. And so, under the shimmering rainbow tree, Daisy and her friends played, laughed, and shared secrets for many years. The garden never stopped blooming, because friendship, like a garden, grows stronger every time it's nurtured, and Daisy had plenty of love to share.